Rebalance your body and rebalance your life. What do I mean by that? We have a system, the Indians call it the chakra system. I could call it the meridians as an acupuncturist. You could just call it your body. You could call it upper, middle, lower. You can call it your muscles. You can call it your mind. You can call it your thoughts. You can call it your beliefs. Believe it or not, they're all the same thing tied together. Where we push away part of ourselves, be it muscular, be it I won't feel my hip because I injured it, so I have a guarding pattern. People that we push away, fears that push away, or if we feel too drawn to something. This is called excess importance in reality transurfing. And I really love that concept, but I'd like to go a little bit deeper because the excess importance can be determined by various states of consciousness. So someone who's excess importance in the top, oh, I'm chasing enlightenment, or someone who's thinking too much and believing only their thoughts. Then we go a little bit further, someone who doesn't speak their truth or speaks too much. Go a little further into the heart, pining after things, obsession, desire, or making ourselves numb and not feeling. A little bit deeper into solar plexus, connection with relationships and overly emphasizing them, reading too far into them, forcing them. Jobs that we hate, that we continue going to out of fear. Areas that we just settled in life, and life dictates to us, and we're beginning to enter places of what would be called physical or financial scarcity. As we get a little bit lower, we're going to deal with sexual lust, digestive issues, because a lot of times these issues manifest in the organ systems, and it's going to be that type of worry, that type of concern, that constant level. And it's also going to be restricted movement, pain on turning, getting out of chairs, etc. And then we could go all the way down to the root chakra, and that's a total lack of security. That's staying stuck in survival mode. That's having severe physical problems or chronic physical problems. It's being in an exceptionally poor relationship with our own bodies, not embracing our body, thinking the body is dirty, or again, pining after something. Oh, I want to be an Adonis. Meanwhile, your idea of doing it is to pump steroids and break your own jaw and do all sorts of crazy stuff. We all have imbalances in various areas because none of us is the embodiment of perfection at this moment. Our journey is perfect. Becoming aware of this and the relationship of all these different energy centers, and you can read up on the representation of the chakras, the colors, the emotional, the physical. It's a pretty good map. It's not perfect. Where we can hold gratitude in that system is going to be reflective of where we receive gifts, because this is a consciousness model of reality. Where we can hold gratitude in that system is reflective of where we will have health, prosperity, and abundance. The other areas where we are having funny emphasis, well, that's areas that we're holding fear. And when we're holding fear, we're pushing it away. That's why so much of consciousness work involves being in the state of receiving, because then we begin to have the gratitude for that which we are receiving. Now, transurfing, I love that because maybe the word manifestation sets you off. Transurfing explains it through physics. It's all math. We just don't see the variables in front of us because they're not as apparent as this physical world. Every great religion and philosophy tells us to be present with the physical. It's part of the dance, but it's not the total truth. When fear takes over, it's all we believe. So feel into your body, feel your breath, work on balancing. I already told you about the fingers. Balance that left and right. Believe it or not, your consciousness expansion is going to start from a singular point. Eventually, it's going to become more than one point. Eventually, you're going to be aware of consciousness at your back. That is the mystery. That is the power, according to David Hawkins, not force. And then there's left and right and top and down aspects. That's the full three-dimensional. Before we can even, as people talk about, ascend into 5D, we need to embody the 3D and what our sensory capability is. In order to embody the 3D, we need to have a connection with all levels of our being. This is where we start. Most people try to skip you to the middle. I'm trying to give you where I started. I'm trying to give you my mistakes to help you shave decades off. The greatest meditation you can do is being present in your consciousness, in your body, and in your world. Everything else is training wheels. There's nothing wrong with them, but you can't hold them forever.